Adigun Olushola is a young man who believes in change from within. He's a content creator, copywriter, singer, creative designer, and a prolific spoken word poet for over 5 years on stage. He has performed his stories based on poetry on live platforms all around Nigeria and beyond. He has an EP to his name and a number of videos. With his works distributed around the globe, he's known to address social problems from the place of blame. Who is to blame? He never leaves his audience the same. Please join me. Welcome. Sola Speaks.
So my dad once reported to my pastor, "This boy is a bastard." Now, he was not surprised because, of course, he knew the son of whom I was. I was there in a poorly lit corner of our 4-bedroom flat living room, hands trembling and eyes teary, resembling a poor lost puppies, popping out of my socket as I watched this man, who had once wooed my mom into muting other men, marrying him and making babies with him. I watched this man try to pull the hair out of my mom's head, lock them into dreads, hands on her breath. I dread this moment when I pushed him to the bed, unlocked his legs from around her waist and pulled the scripts open, hoping that she would have the smallest of breath, the smallest of strength to catch her breath back into her lungs. See, if saving your mom's life from the hands of death is what it means to be a bastard, then I think I want my kids to be sons of a bastard too. 2 weeks earlier, 16th of September 2017, I turned 18. Got chocolates and cupcakes, a short love poem, and a beautiful portrait of the girl I called my crush in school. The feeling was cool. But that night, I didn't want to close my eyes to sleep because deep within I was scared of waking up into the first day of being a man. I was scared of turning 18. I was scared that the girl who invited me to feast with her family on Friday nights would someday have her face facing my feast. I was scared that the girl who crushed on me would someday be crushed by me, leaning on crutches rather than leaning on me. I was scared that the first step to becoming a monster is becoming a man. All the blood-sucking beasts around me had beards, and I was already growing a mustache. I was scared that the bigger your body becomes, the smaller your heart becomes, because you can't take the innocence of a boy into the adolescence of a man. I am innocent, but I am my father's son, and I know the tendency of genetic sickness, so please forgive my weakness. I know someday my dad would see this poem and turn to the next man aside to say, "This boy is a bastard." But wherever you are, Dad, I'd like you to know that I love you and I forgive you. Not for the bad things you did, no, but for the good things you couldn't do. Dad, 27th of January 2002, you had just returned from the state capital with money and food. My mommy was there in the kitchen frying the chicken you had brought, and you were gisting with the men on TV when we heard boom and another boom, boom. Moment after then, I found my small hands locked in the safety of your grip. My brother was balanced on your back. We were running. Fire was falling from behind. I was calling on my mommy. We were running. Fire was falling from behind. I was falling in love with you, Dad. Because the same hands that formed the fist against my mom's face came back to form the grips that kept our son safe. Dad, I forgive you. Not for the bad things you did, no, but for the good things you couldn't do. Dad, last summer, somehow I found a passport of my mom in her 30s. She was beautiful, brilliant, and this boss baby kind of bold. So you must have been some drop-dead, good-looking, God-fearing, gorgeous guy to have won her heart to a date. So something must have changed to your date. Maybe you're not much of a monster. Maybe you're a man kind of star, but the world has taught you never to shine out loud. So you choose to shine in instead. They say it is sickness to shine your teeth. So you choose to shine your eyes instead. But Dad, this sickness don't look good on you. This is not your sick thoughts. I've tasted from your cup of love, Dad. You are sweetness. The heavens bear me witness. For goodness sake, you paid so much as a bride price. Why should you pay more attention to the world when they try to teach you how to love your wife, how to live your life, Dad? I know right now, I sound like a 6-year-old boy trying to teach his dad 4 ways to make babies. But I may not know 2 ways to make babies. But I know 1 way to make a difference. It is to be different from the world. The world says a man is never allowed to cry in public, except he does it calmly. And no matter how hot you feel you need help, just stay cool and collected. That's exactly how to be manly. But sadly, or gladly, even Jesus wept. Even Jesus swept his father's house clean. So explain me how my sister has to be the sweeper and the husband to be only has to learn how to sweep her off of her feet. Explain me these things. A man remains the breadwinner of the house, yes. But how does the woman owning the bakery make him a loser? I don't get these things. I almost forgot. Last Sunday, my dad backed my baby sis to church and the word went like, maybe he's caring, but if he dares to do it next Sunday, the world begins a staring. From the man on the ceiling to the woman on the steering, and it's scary. How a man is allowed to carry the whole world on his shoulders, and they call him strong. But when he chooses to carry his own little daughter, they call him wrong, or weak, or soft. But we need more soft places to use our strength in carrying our daughters, in feeding our sons, in wiping our tears. I am tired of cuts and tears, tired of wiping my mom's tears and blood like the woman with the issue of blood. I'll leave you with this word. If we do not allow our boys shed tears when they need be, they would grow into blood-sucking beasts, shedding blood. Believe me. I know someday my dad would see this poem and turn to the next man aside to say, this boy,